Good morning. Today we are going to work on our science experiment. This experiment is looking at how light, in this case a flashlight, interacts with various objects. This is the first page of our science experiment. On this page we have the materials needed to complete the experiment, a "What do we know?" section, our question that we are trying to answer during our experiment, and our guess or hypothesis. For this experiment, we need a blank wall. I used a wall and part of a door, a flashlight, a clear glass bowl, a mirror, and a pillow. It is preferred that this experiment be performed in a dark room. I performed the experiment in a closet, but you could use any room that has few windows. So what do we know about light? We know that light travels in waves. We know that these light waves can be transmitted, or they can move through some materials. We also know that if light waves can't move through the material, the waves will either be reflected, which means the waves will bounce off the material, or the waves will be absorbed, which means the waves will be soaked up. For us to perform a science experiment, we must first ask a question. What are we hoping our experiment will answer? In this experiment, we are looking to answer three questions. What material will transmit or allow light to go through the material? What material will reflect light or have light bounce off the material? And what material will absorb or soak up the light? Now it is time to make our guess or hypothesis. For this hypothesis, we will answer those three questions for each type of material: a pillow, a mirror, and a glass bowl. For a pillow, do you think that light will be transmitted or go through? Do you think light will be reflected or bounce off? Or do you think light will be absorbed or soaked up into it? Please mark your hypothesis for a pillow now. Okay, for a mirror, do you think that light will be transmitted or go through? Do you think light will be reflected or bounce off? Or do you think light will be absorbed or soaked up into it? Please mark your hypothesis for the mirror now. Okay, for a glass bowl, do you think that light will be transmitted or go through? Do you think light will be reflected or bounce off? Or do you think light will be absorbed or soaked up into it? Please mark your hypothesis now. Good job! Now it is time to actually perform the experiment. For this experiment, we will first be using a pillow. Have your flashlight turned on, dim or turn off the light. Hold the pillow a few inches in front of the wall. Hold the flashlight in front of the pillow. Shine the flashlight at the pillow. What did you notice? What did the light do? Watch me perform this part of the experiment. I have the pillow in my hand and a flashlight. I am shining the flashlight onto the pillow. As you can see, the flashlight itself, or the light itself, is not going through the pillow. When I put it up really close to the pillow, it goes completely dark. It does not shine on the wall. As you can see, I'm moving it back and forth. So the pillow is absorbing the light. The pillow is absorbing the light. Let's record our results on our data collection sheet. We are going to fill in this row. The pillow absorbed the light, so we will mark this space. Good. Now, let's move on to the glass bowl. For the second part of the experiment, we will now use the glass bowl. Have your flashlight turned on, dim or turn off the lights. Hold the glass bowl a few inches in front of the wall. Hold the flashlight in front of the glass bowl. Shine the flashlight at the glass bowl. What did you notice? What did the light do? Watch me perform this part of the experiment. Here I am with the glass bowl. The light is in my hand. Now I am shining the light to make sure you see the glass bowl. And now the light is going through the glass bowl and onto the wall. So the light is able to go through the glass bowl and onto the wall. Remember, this is a clear glass bowl. All right, let's record the results on our data collection sheet. We are going to fill in this row. The glass bowl allowed the light to go through and hit the wall, so we will mark this space. Now, let's move on to using the mirror. For the third part of the experiment, we will now use the mirror. Have your flashlight turned on, dim or turn off the light. Hold the mirror a few inches in front of the wall. Hold the flashlight in front of the mirror. Shine the flashlight at the mirror. What did you notice? What did the light do? Watch me perform this part of the experiment. Okay, now I have the mirror. I am shining the light above the mirror. So now I'm going to take my light and shine it onto the mirror. As you can see, it is not going through the mirror. The wall is still dark. The light has actually reflected or bounced off. I've turned around now, and this way you can see I'm shining the light onto the mirror towards the camera, but it's being reflected back onto the wall. So I am able to reflect it back onto the wall. Okay, let's record the results on our data collection sheet. We're going to fill in this row here. The mirror reflected the light, so the light bounced off the mirror. The light was neither absorbed or allowed to go through the mirror, so we will mark this space. Now, let's look at our conclusion. Let's find the conclusion. Which materials transmitted the light? That means which material allowed the light to go through the object? Yes, the glass bowl. Which material reflected the light? Which material made the light bounce off? Yes, the mirror reflected the light. Good. Now, which material absorbed the light, where the light could not reach the wall? Yes, the pillow absorbed the light. Very good. And the final step is to see if your guess was correct. Was your hypothesis correct? Remember, on this, there are no wrong answers. I hope you enjoyed doing this experiment today with me. I enjoyed it a lot. I look forward to doing more experiments with you in the future. Thank you and bye.